Hades, did you just kiss you? I'm sorry, was that your first? Yes, that was kinda sudden. I'm sorry, it's just that I mean love, but if you want, we can take it slow. Be friends first, I guess. I think that's a good option. And if you excuse me, I'm gonna go somewhere in my room. Okay, but Micah, think about it, okay? I will now. If you excuse me, I'm going to go. I can't believe he actually... Artemis? What are you doing in this room? Well, I can ask you what happened. I'm sorry, I'm confused right now. Hehe, I saw that, you know. You don't have to hide it. Plus, your face is all red. What? Okay, you know what happened, don't you? Hades kissed you? Well, I can see how you resemble her, but that was kinda unexpected. Can I just say something? Weren't you downstairs like 5 minutes ago? I'm a goddess. I'm pretty sure I can clone myself. Don't worry, Ali is there with your friends, which reminds me... weird. I'll get to it later, I guess. Can I ask, by her, do you mean his fiancée? Well, seeing that you know the story, that story is true, but I guess your uncle didn't know the details. Since I'm here, I'll explain it to you. Okay. So Hades, or well, if I knew his real name, I'll say, but he keeps it a secret like a god, like us gods or goddesses. All gods and goddesses has a real name. The names we have now isn't our real ones, but anyway, Hades has the saddest story. He was a normal man who had a great future. He lived in this type of town where a man must become a knight. He was forced to, apparently. But he soon met a lady who changed his life. She always made him smile and knew what he was thinking before. Her name was Mary. As you know, he fell in love, but the story about thieves is a lie. He was captured and framed. That he killed the Lord and was held against the court. His fiancée, Mary, was executed right in front of him. And he ran. He had the opportunity and ran. Since then, his life changed. He thought, what's the point of living? And so he became an assassin and killed innocent and bad. He was then caught and was burned at the stake. What about his coming back to life? Let's just say a god and goddesses are just heirs to becoming a god or goddesses. Hades, well, when he was burnt, he came back alive, and no matter how many times they killed or tortured him, he'd come alive, and then rumors started to call him Hades. That was when the god of death arose. Our former Hades, or last Hades, well, I guess you could say he's gone, but Hades, this Hades, went through a lot, and I guess you can change him. What can I do? I'm just a girl who is united with, well... Don't worry, Micah. We went through the same thing as you. Huh? Is something wrong? Can you sense it? A strong source of evil mana? What are you saying? Artemis, wait up! Artemis, don't run out like that. You're scaring... Larson? Larson! Hades! Micah, it seems as Larson has lost control of his powers, so stay back. But I want to help! Listen, I know you care for both of them, but one will get hurt, so stay behind. I'll handle this.
I told you, if you touched her, I'd hurt you. So say goodbye, Hades. Your time is over.
Larson? Larson, stop it. Right now. If you don't, I'll have to put you down myself.
Listen to yourself. If you don't control your powers, you'll become like me. You'll end up slaughtering the ones you care for and love for. And innocent too. You really think I'll become like you? A monster who slaughtered innocent over some girl.
Nikes, take off your disguise. I need you, now. I see I was right. Well then, I'll be with you. Hades, move! Hades, are you okay? I'm fine, it's just a scratch. Where's Larson? Micah, what are you doing? I'm checking if he's okay. What if he wakes up? I'm just seeing, okay? I'll just check, okay? Larson? Larson? Larson, can you hear me? Guys, Larson needs medical attention right now. Where's Artemis? Artemis is going to explain something to your friends downstairs. Oh, okay. Nikes, that is your name, right? How do you know my name? I don't know. I heard Artemis telling you to help you with Larson. Don't worry. He'll be fine. I can still sense his life source. So, I'm guessing you're the goddess of life? Wow, I'm not the goddess of fate. There's no such thing as a goddess of life. I guess you thought I was the goddess of fate, huh? Well, same thing. I thought fate was the future or something. Well, faith is another word for belief, but this goddess gives people faith and courage. She can use any power. Enough about me. I am the goddess of the night. Artemis' sister. Well, that makes sense. Day and night, right? Yep. You also know me as Ali, though. The maid. Wait, you were in a disguise? Yep, I was kinda suspicious, so I disguised myself. I'm sorry to be nosy, but, what's your story? Oh, you mean how we became goddesses? Yeah. Well, me and Artemis were warriors, except we were given different schedules to work on. People saw me as mysterious, and they saw Artemis as a very proud girl. One day, our village was attacked, and me and Artemis defended our village, but we were the cause of that attack. You could say we were targeted, and, well, the village threw us out because they knew that there will be more trouble. But when we came back after 2 months, our village was burned to the ground, and that's when we were chosen to become goddesses. Me and Artemis hunted down the people who destroyed the village, though. If you remember, the one that... well, clearly saying you lost your memory, I guess. Interesting. Well, why did you capture me? I can't really tell you that, but when Artemis is done explaining, she'll tell you then. Okay. Guys, I have something to explain. And it's about Micah. Okay, so where do I start? Micah is the goddess of faith. Goddess of faith? What do you mean by goddess of faith? The goddess of faith gives people courage and faith, but she has something more powerful than that. She can control any element in the world. And that's where I have to ask you guys something. It's about Micah and Larson. Okay, so what I want to ask is if Micah and Larson can stay here for 3 or 4 months. It may be the only way we can teach them how to use their powers. Larson isn't a god, but he does have powers, and we need to teach him on how to use it. Or, if you want them to have no powers, we can try and strip it away from them, but it will hurt. So, I haven't told Micah yet, but after this I'll tell her. Would you guys support the idea? The reason why I need Larson too is because a while ago he lost control of his powers and nearly killed Hades.
Well, what if we... Is there any other option?
Well, we could come at you to the human world, but we need to be covered, and if anyone we meet from the past remembers us, then our powers will be lost. That's how it goes in the goddess and god's realm.
Well, that will do, but we don't want that happening now, do we? What happens if you lose a goddess?
If we lose a goddess or god, then the world will be unbalanced. Though the goddess of faith, well, she isn't really needed, but she is very powerful, and she can change the world. But we need to teach Micah on how to use her powers.
Let's call Micah down, and let's discuss it with her. If Larson lost control of his powers, where is he now?
He got unconscious because we had to put him down. He was losing too much, and, well, if it continued, one of us would be dead by now.
I guess it's fair. Call Micah down.